Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy far and sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman. You're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Well, today is episode 205, and we're not talking about Star Wars, but we're talking about the Marvel MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we look at the Brave New World, the new Captain America movie, Captain America 4, I think it is. And so we're going to be talking through that in just a little bit. Trent will be joining me as well. So not too much on the nerd front. Trent and I are in the process of rewatching Lord of the Rings. Another franchise that we really love, and just have a lot of fun going through that. Of course, the extended edition, so it takes us a little bit, but we're really having fun listening to that. Playing some Fortnite. Fortnite season is ending the 21st, which is this Friday, which is crazy, but enjoying the season very much. The Godzilla event was pretty dope. But so yeah, we're just enjoying that, and hope everyone enjoyed. I guess we only have, according to my Google calculations, we only have 199 days back to when football is back. So it was the first weekend without football. So if you're a football fan, it was a little rough, but got a little break, and then 199 days till September 4th, I think, is when the NFL kicks off again in their first game. So there you have it. But without any further ado, I'm going to hit this button and have Trent and I just kind of introduce as we go into the movie theater. Yo, what's up, Big T, Little T? What are we going to go see, Little T?
We're going to go see the new Marvel movie.
Marvel movie, Captain America, Brave New World. All right, so what's your predictions? You told me earlier you hope it doesn't suck. Is that...
Yeah, because I know some of the movies they did okay with.
Yeah.
Some movies they did amazing with.
Yeah.
It would just be weird. I just hope it's not like, what's it called? Not like, but like... There's this thing you can't replace Captain America.
No.
But we saw this thing that says he doesn't have
the same quality as our boy Steve Rogers. Yeah.
It would be it would be cool if Bucky became Captain America.
Oh yeah. Well, we have Bucky, but I'm excited to see Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross, because fortunately William Hurt died. Yeah, he was the main general in the Hulk. So, but it's gonna be cool to see Red Hulk. You said you want to see the Hulk, Bruce Banner.
That would be fun if they
Hulk versus Hulk, baby.
Dude, that would be.
To me, that's almost like that's the end credit.
Do you just see like?
So because in the preview, they already see that Falcon and Red Hulk are fighting. So it'll be awesome to see Hulk at the end.
You just see him like raw anger, just like ready to mess him up, dude.
Yeah, so I'm coming in with an open mind. We'll come back to this, see what we're rating as we've been rewatching Marvel, and we've had a couple 10s in a row, like the Guardians.
Second one
is so good, dude.
No, this is.
I know, we're like.
I don't care. I watched it 1,000 times.
Yeah, those first two Guardians, and then the third one is really good. But
what do you mean? The third one, you cry your
eyes out. I know.
It's like he got a bees, bro.
I know, with the bunny and the walrus guy and the baby raccoons. Those hurt. Okay, so we're going in with an open mind. Yeah. Trent doesn't want it to stink too bad. I don't think it will, but we'll come back at it. We're gonna see it on the big screen. Yeah. So we'll be back soon. Peace.
Dad, look at the droid selling queso.
Shh, it's not polite to talk about others like that.
It's okay, kids. What are the chances he's gonna hear us?
It's high. It's very high. Don't worry. You can make up for your embarrassment by procuring some of my queso. It has flavor.
Only K2's Mucho Queso is made from a blend of Bantha and Thala siren milks.
Here, ingest this.
Ew, it stinks.
I could say the same to you.
What?
This is so good.
Congratulations. Your taste buds are being rescued.
Daddy, let's buy it.
Your behavior, young lady, is continually unexpected.
Rebels will love the home-style meltiness of K2's Mucho Queso. The Empire? Well, Marva said it best.
Let's get going, kids.
Try K2's Mucho Queso. You'll love it. Cassian said you had to.
All right, we just came out of Captain America: Brave New World. Yeah. What'd you think, brother?
It was good.
It was good. Well,
good.
right. I mean, first impressions, 7.5, 8.
7.5.
7.5, I
feel
think.
like a 7.5, 7.6.
Yeah. Yeah, it was solid.
It was solid.
Harrison Ford, amazing.
Yeah, I heard some girls like, yeah, why did they cast Harrison Ford? Shut up.
Yeah, Harrison Ford was awesome. He looked amazing as Red Hulk. It was great. We got to see Bucky. Bucky showed up. That was cool.
Overall,
it was good.
It was good.
It
could have been really better, but
it could have been really better, but overall, we enjoyed it.
I feel like Bucky should be Captain America.
I love Bucky.
But he was closest with Bucky.
With Steve. He also took the serum, so he's a super soldier.
And he's worthy.
I think he's worthy.
I understand why Cap, he's like, no, you.
No, you don't.
I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah. But, the other thing, Sam Wilson is I wouldn't say he's like Bruce Wayne, but he's in that same realm where it's he's just a human with other people that have superpowers. Bucky has superpowers.
It's a freaking. He's got a
Bucky's got a robotic arm, man.
Dude, that would be a fun arm if I ever lost.
You would say, hey, give me that Bucky Barnes special.
Or would I get the Terminator? That would be cool.
You can have two arms. You can have.
Yeah, just let me miss it.
Yeah. So
that would be fun to interchange. That would be a fun cosplay, just like a T2 hand.
Yeah. Interchange them. If you were going to lose your arm, that's the way to do it. Then you could cosplay as Arnold. T2. Sorry, lost my arm, but hey, I get to cosplay as Arnold. Oh,
I don't
that's
care.
horrible.
No, you just see me just
Yeah, it's hey. Yeah, I would think overall it was good. We got to see it in a big screen, and it was fun. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so there you have it. That was our initial review, fresh out of the movie theater. Here's what we, thought. We would say it was kind of mid-card for us, and it was pretty darn good. I mean, it did pretty well in the box office for this week. Again, it's, directed by Julius Ona. The screenplay is by Julius, Peter Glanz, Dallin Moosen, Malcolm Spellman, and Rob Edwards, which is kind of cool. Of course, it's got Anthony Mackie, Danny Ramirez, Shira Haas, Carla Lumby, Aksoa Rokamore, Gina Carano Esposito, Liv Tyler, Tim Bake Nelson, and Harrison Ford. It basically budget 180 million, box office about 192, so it's already kind of made it back. But again, Captain America Civil War ended the Captain Rogers Captain America trilogy starring Chris Evans. It does behoove you, if you watched The Falcon and Winter Soldier, there's definitely some callbacks into that, specifically with Obadiah and his kind of backstory a little bit. And then if you haven't watched Incredible Hulk 2008, it does grab some of that from that as well. So again, this is way back. Eric Bana Day Hulk. It does grab some of that information back, which I thought was kind of cool. Let's see here. I'm trying to think here. Obviously, that William Hurt was the original actor of Thunderbolt Ross, and Harrison Ford is replacing them. Unfortunately, Hurt died in March of 2022. And then this started the film. Filming took place March to June of 2023. And there were a couple of reshoots. So the reshoots, they decided after they brought in another writer late in the game and to do some reshoots between May and November of 2024. So a couple of those reshoots obviously are included in this movie. And I don't, I don't know what all those reshoots, were, but I mean, some of it suffered. I feel like Mackie was a little stiff. I like the chemistry between Bucky and really who he was as far as with him as Captain America. The new, so you got Sam and Bucky. I think their interaction is really great, and that really shined in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But basically, it picks up, with an election, which is kind of kind of fortuitous as far as like a new election, and now Thaddeus Ross, who is a general, is elected president. And there's obviously some things with Sam not really liking Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt Ross there, but we basically get like Sam and Joaquin Torres, the new Captain America and Falcon, respectively. They end up in Mexico, getting some classified information from this kind of rogue group, and that's led by Signedwider, and then they basically get this stuff back to the president. President's like, hey, like it, what you're doing, why don't we start up the Avengers, They eventually, after the mission, they train with Isaiah Bradley, who is one of the original super soldiers, who again was wrongfully imprisoned, and that's what we kind of find out in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then they get invited to this White House, and like a ceremony and stuff like that, and then Bradley goes berserk and tries to make an assassination attempt at Harrison, and then that's kind of where this all fell apart. And really, what's interesting about this, and it's getting some headway here, but they talk about a celestial thing landing into the Indian Ocean, and it had a big source of adamantium, so they don't have to rely on the Wakandas for vibranium, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, it's very interesting. The thing is like it kind of looks like Galactus, but they don't really say it. But that's the kind of impression we got from it, and which was kind of cool. But eventually, there's this summit, and they're trying to get everybody back and making amends to try to have this treaty so they all work together to get to the adamantium. Then things kind of go awry, and we find out that Ross is taking these pills, and then after basically Falcon and Sam, kind of the two, Falcon and Cap, they kind of go on this little investigation, and it turns out like there's kind of this Black Ops thing where we find out that there's a bunch of soldiers that are having heart failure, and it's all related to some Ganima stuff, which is basically the leader. They don't really come out and say him, but it's Samuel Stearns, who was an original Incredible Hulk back in 2008. And so he basically it's that Ross put him in prison and retained him, but helped him with his health problems. But then what really was going on is Stearns was feeding him some gamma radiation, and he becomes the Red Hulk. That part at the end when Harrison finally turns as the president as Ross and turns as the Hulk, that's pretty cool. It's a great fight scene, great awesome stuff. And there is an end credit scene after we get a little surprise from Betty. Liv Tyler shows up in the raft. And again, the raft was a secret prison for all the really bad people. And that's where Ross is at. In the post-credit scenes, it's really Stearns and Wilson talking about a coming attack from other worlds. So I think that's in reference to some of the variants in our good Time Variance Authority kind of Deadpool, Wolverine, the other worlds, meaning like there's multiple timelines. And yeah, it's very vague, but it could happen there. I don't know. It was kind of a flat end credit scene, if I'm going to be honest. Like, it says other worlds, but that's about it. And it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? And what does that entail? And we don't really know. So we'll find out more, I guess, as we progress into kind of this phase 5-ish thing. And that's what it didn't, to me, was kind of it didn't get me excited for the next movie, but doesn't mean that there isn't hope. And I think, again, Marvel has a pretty good track record, and considering I believe this is like the 35th in the MCU, that's a lot of movies. And so I think they're just struggling to understand if it's Doctor Doom or King or whatever it is. Like, what's the big bad? I think that's what made the first couple phases so powerful with Thanos and all that kind of stuff. But there you have it. So, hey, light it all up. Here's our question. What has been your favorite movie of the 35 movies that have been out there? I know we just watched Black Panther, and our friend Don, who passed away this last year, he loved Black Panther. And I think Black Panther just hit an anniversary. I think it's been like 7 years since Black Panther came out. But yeah, shout out to Don. We miss you, man. Yeah, so what's your favorite Marvel movie? Please email us at bigtlittlet podcast@gmail.com. Well, okay, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rubble Princesses. You've just finished listening to another official episode 205 of Big T Little T, a Star Wars podcast. You can find us at the socials, Big T Little T Podcast, Instagram, BLILT Podcast on Twitter, and then twitch.tv/Big T Little T. We want to throw stickers your way. So if you got comment, rate us, rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, give us a 5-star review. Email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com, and we'll, or drop us a question, and we would love to throw swag your way. Next week, we got some exciting guests coming up about the 501st, and we got another father-son combo that we're super excited to share with you in the next week or two. So now remember, truly wonderful the mind of the child is, and may the force be with you always. Bye, 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 bye.